more time to do. I mean, in the ideal case, in the ideal case. So you have more work, you need more time to complete the work. So if you remember the physics of our school time physics, whenever we had a proportionality constant like A is proportional to B, so what did we do? To remove this proportionality constant, we always used to take a to remove this proportionality, we used to take a proportionality constant K. Even in this case, we will take a proportionality constant, that is W equals to K into T. Now this K, if I equate this K to W by T, that is work done per time. Now this is nothing but efficiency. This is nothing but efficiency, which is eta. Efficiency is equals to work done per time. So even in terms of general verbal part, you say, oh, sorry, Sanjana, I forgot. Thanks for reminding. Does a cloud have anything? No, cloud doesn't
Recording
have
in
any.
progress.
Yeah, let me repeat it. So work is always directly proportional to the time, as we know, like the amount of work is more, the amount of time taken to complete the work also increases proportionally to it. So to remove the proportionality, if you take the proportionality constant as K, now this K would be equals to work done per time. So in the general terms, if you talk, so to do a certain work, you take so much of time. So what does that mean? That means how much you're talking about how much efficient you are. So this is nothing but efficiency. So efficiency is equals to work done per time. Now, when I say efficiency is equals to work done per time, let's say efficiency is equals to work done per time. Now, I want to somehow get a relation between efficiency and time. Why would I want to get the relation between efficiency and time? You would get to know in the subsequent questions or in the subsequent topics we cover. So in case of any three variables involved in an equation, if I have to find out any of the two, I'll have to make one of those other two terms to be constant. Okay, I'll have to make one of those terms to be constant. So in this case, I'll say work is constant. If work is constant, I can then say n is equals to 1 by t, or n is inversely proportional to, or sorry, not n, eta. Let us call it as eta, sorry. Eta is inversely proportional to time. When I say eta efficiency is inversely proportional to time, what does that mean? So it's like you have more efficiency, you take less time. You have less efficiency, you take more time to complete the work. Did you understand that part? It's like you can do more work per time. It's like you'll take less time to complete the work. Or if you only have lesser efficiency, you take more time to complete the work. Why are we saying we complete the work? Because the work is constant here. Then we can easily get an idea about the work load there. All right. Is this part a bit understandable right now on screen? It might look a bit clumsy, but when we do a problem, it looks very uh, you will understand it will be very clear there. Now, coming back to the question, everyone, look at the question. Now, you see on the screen, you have the time taken. This is like time taken by A to build a wall is 16 days. Time taken by B to build a wall is 12 days. Now, the work in both the cases, building the wall is similar. Like it is a same type of work these two people are doing, right? It's the same type of work these two people are doing, A and B. Now, what I want to consider is that I want to say I want the work to be constant. Why do I want the work to be constant? To find out the efficiency. Okay. So now, if this work has to be constant, we know that work is proportional to the time taken. Work is proportional to time taken, and we said that work is K into T. So every time you have a multiple of every scenario where you see a multiple of time, it can be work. The multiple of time can be a work. Now, in this case, there can be a multiple of the work can be a multiple of 16, or the work number of work units. When I say work, it is the number of work units. Number of work units can be a multiple of 12. When it can be a I might be sounding a lot verbose here, but I'll tell you why am I even talking so much. It can be multiple of 16 or it can be multiple of 12. But what do we want? Because it's the same work, we want a common multiple. I'm just trying to tell you why is the LCM method or the how is the common multiple method derived. అసలు ఆ ప్రాసెస్ అనేది ఎందుకు వచ్చింది అనేది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తున్నాను, సో దట్ యువర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఆన్ టైమ్ అండ్ వర్క్ వుడ్ చేంజ్ అండ్ నో మోర్ ఇట్ వుడ్ బి అ డిఫికల్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఫర్ యూ టు సాల్వ్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ వై we always consider common multiple of two time entities here. So far clear? So far understood? Drop in thumbs up or thumbs down if you understood, or if you did not understand, respectively, please. Very clear? I'm just telling you how the method has been derived. Method ఎలా వచ్చిందని చెప్తున్నాను, so that like whenever we learn a concept, we learn it from the root stage. If you learn it from the root stage, you're never going to forget the concept. Okay, right now. So that is why we consider common multiple. So right now, the common multiple for 16 and 12. What is the common multiple for 16 and 12? Anyone? Oh, anything. It can be least common multiple, it can be highest common multiple, any common multiple, but we need a common multiple. So please give me a common multiple for these. Multiple, not a factor, man. 48. Let's take 48. Very good. Now, this is the work unit, or just to call it work. I can call it work. So now, what do we have? I have time. I have work. What can I find from these two, time and work? I can find out efficiency. So eta A, efficiency of person A, is work done per time. So 48 by 16, that is 3 units per every day. The efficiency of A is 3 units per every day. Now efficiency of B, now in this case, now this is a case of A. Efficiency of B is what? 48 by 12, which is 4 units per every day. Clear so far? I know you know the LCM method. I know you know this method, but it's just like I wanted to give you the derivation of the method. That's it. I think it's clear so far. Now what do we have? What do we want that A and B are working on alternate days. If A starts to work, if A starts to work on the first day, how many days will they construct the building in? So starting with A. So on the first day, A works. On the second day, B. On third day again, A comes up. On fourth day, B comes up. Fifth day, A. So on and so forth. So if you see, after every 2 days, they're repeating their work. After every 2 days, they're repeating their work. So if we calculate the efficiency of these two people for 2 days, then we can maybe calculate the whole efficiency. Like how? So the first day, A comes and works for three units. Second day, B comes and works for 4 units. And then again, third day, 3 units, fourth day, 4 units, so on and so forth. So for every 2 days, they're completing how many units of work? 7 units of work. So 7 units of work is completed in 2 days of time. Now, what is the total number of units you have? 48 units of work you have. And you need to find out how many days, or what is the total time do they take. Okay. Are we clear so far? Are we clear so far? Yes? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, very good. So now you can do this in multiple ways. The first thing that you can think of is, okay, I have 48 units of total work to be done, and 7 units of work can be completed in 12 days. What is the closest I can get? I can do it for, like, if I multiply this 7 into 7 and this one into 7, so I can complete 49 units in 14 days. But we don't want 49 units. We want how many? 48 units. So we want one less than that. So what we can do is, you can write this in terms of, let me just write it again on screen to make it clearer for you. So it will be in terms of 7 units. If you do for, I mean, 2 days you can complete, but you want 48. So I'll just take first 6. I want to complete first the closest number for this one. That is 42 units will be completed in 12 days of time. And on 13th day, A is going to come to work. If A is coming to work, we know that he completes 3 units. If he completes 3 units, it means 45 units of work is already completed. Okay. So after 13 days of time, 45 units of work is completed, and you only have 3 units more left to do. Okay. On the 14th day, B comes to work, and he can work for 4 units on the whole day. But we don't need 4 units. We only need 3 units. So we need 3 units out of 4. Okay. And we already have completed 13 days. So 13 days and 3 out of 4 units of B is the total time taken. Yes, Harika, I know this point. This is something that gets us confused. Is this the one, Harika? ఇక్కడ వరకు క్లియర్ గా అర్థమైందా? Okay, I'll write down the numbers as usual, as we always do. So this part is 1, this is part 2, this is part 3, and this is part 4. Yeah, first thing, tell the whole story once. All right, 67. Shortcuts, Tarun, shortcuts. Okay. కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థమైన తర్వాత అప్పుడు షార్ట్ కట్ చెక్ చేద్దాం. Let me do one thing. Let me take the eraser and okay. I'm erasing everything. Please give me a minute. Give me a minute. This eraser doesn't enlarge, so it's like that old school duster we have. The board is as big as the wall, but the duster is as small as a pen. Fine. Just a sec. Yes, step by step we'll do. Don't worry, Harika. This concept, I'll keep it here. I don't want to erase the concept. Let the concept be there. Okay, then. All right. Step one first. Oh, is that 6A2? Very good. That was very cool to know. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay. So I'm just noting down the data on the screen. Everyone, please have some concentration here. So A can work or A can build a wall in 16 days and B can build another wall in, B can build the same wall in 12 days. Okay, clear? We take the LCM of these two, which is a 48. This is time. This is work. Clear? Now we need the efficiency. Concept are the Harika, did you understand the concept? Concept clear on the kada? Because I'm directly writing the entities here. I'm directly mentioning the variables that we always talk about: time, work, efficiency. Idi clear kada? Okay, fine. So efficiency అనేది ఏంటి ఇక్కడ? Work by time. So this is 3 units per every day. Now here this is efficiency A and I'll take efficiency B. Efficiency B is what? 48 by 12, that is 4 units per every day. Step number 1. This is step 1. Okay. Step 2. Now when you have the efficiencies, yes, you can take 96, and that's what I said. It need not be least common multiple. Any common multiple would do. 60. You can try. Fine. Next thing. If I take the next thing, what is it? Where are we? Okay, we got the efficiencies. Then going back to the question, it said like A starts first and then followed by B. So again A, again B, so on and so forth. This is the pattern in which they work. So if A works on the first day, we know that he completes 3 units. If B works on the second day, we know that he'll complete 4 units. And again on third day, A, again on fourth day, B. Right? So for every 2 days, ఎంత complete అవుతుంది? 7 units is complete for every 2 days. Okay. But what is the total amount of work to be done? 48 units. So till here, we got how much of work is done in 2 days of time. Okay. ఇది కూడా clear? Harika? Step 1 and 2 clear, everyone? Step 1 and 2 clear, everyone? Any questions so far? Yes? Clear? Very good. Thanks for that, Nitin. Okay, now let's go to step number 3. So we have 48 units of work to be done. We don't know how much of time is going to take, but we know that for every 2 days, we can complete 7 units. For every 2 days, we can complete 7 units. Now, total 48 units, and we know that every 2 days, 7 units complete. What is the closest multiple of 7 to 48? 42. 42 units is the closest multiple of 7 to 48. So if I say, if I have to get it to 42, I'll multiply it with 6. So similarly, on the right hand side, 12 days here. You see, work is increasing, time is also increasing. Work proportional to constant. Directly, can we cross multiply? Let us also talk about that, Sanjay. So here, so far, is it clear? Step number 3 clear? Harika, Nitin, others clear? Very good. Fine. So now you have to do 48 units. This is step number 4. You have to do 48 units in some days, but you know that 42 units have already been completed in 12 days of time. Because I'm explaining it in this way, it is like looking lengthier, but it is not that lengthy. In 12 days, you already completed 42 units. So on 13th day, you know that every odd day, A is going to work. On 13th day, A is going to work, and A can work for 3 units on that day. So 13th day complete అయ్యే లోపు 42 plus 3, 45 units are already completed. Step number 4 clear? Harika, Nitin, and others? Sanjana, others? Step number 4 clear? Yes. So 13 days వరకు మనకు అయిపోయింది. So now it's like 13 days లో you have completed 45 units. ఇంకా ఎన్ని యూనిట్స్ మిగిలి ఉన్నాయి మనకి? We are still left with 3 units to complete. Yes? We are still left with 3 units to complete. On 14th day, this is step 5. On 14th day, B comes to work and he can work for 4 units on that day. But we don't need 4 units. We only need 3 out of 4 units to be done. That is 3/4 of the day we want him to work. 3/4 of the day we want him to work. We don't want him to work for the whole day. We only want him to work for 3/4 of the day. So 13 days అయిపోయినాయి and 14th day లో 3/4 of the day we want. So that is nothing but 13, 3/4 days. Now is this clear? Harika, step number 5 కూడా clear? Yes? Everyone? Nitin, అర్థమైందా? Very good. Great. So Pawan, Chari, Nitin, others, everyone understood this one? All right, fine. Now, this is what you see as an explanation part. But if you go straight away, 3 units increase we have to do. Yeah, at the end, we have to increase 3 units. There is a marker. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. At the end, we are increasing. What if both work together? It's like 7 units per 1 day, kada. Upward it will become 7 units per 1 day. So you want 48 units to be done. So how many days it will take? It will not even take like 6 point some days. 6 and fraction you will get. Yeah, what if we cross multiply? Then we will see. What if we cross multiply? Did you cross multiply and check? Snehit, concept, మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను concept ఒక్క నిమిషం. 5J4, did you cross multiply and check it once? What did you get? Did you get the same answer? 13/5/7. You wouldn't get the same answer. Yeah, you wouldn't get the same answer. Why? Because here we are talking about the proportionalities. We said when the work increases, the time also increases. But when you're cross multiplying, you're actually applying the inverse proportionality constant. You're actually applying the inverse proportionality constant. So in this case, so there is one concept of cross multiplication, or there is one concept of the multiplication part in that way, which says like 48 units question mark 7 units 2 days. In this case, you cannot cross multiply actually. There is I think I can give you one concept which says so I remember it vaguely. It looks something like this. So it's like wait a second. No, wait. This cannot be applied to the cross multiplication because the entities or the variables which are directly proportional cannot be solved through cross multiplication. I exactly am not remembering the concept there. If I give you the concept, you'll understand it much better. But I can't just do the calculation and tell you to follow this blindly. I can't do that. I'll tell you the concept first. I'm trying to remember that vaguely. But before I give that concept, no, let me clear you first thing. In this case, the cross multiplication wouldn't work for sure. It wouldn't work for sure. Okay, just have that thing in mind. I'll give you the concept of why not cross multiplication and why this method. I'll tell you. And if not cross multiplication, is there any other method that you can apply from step number 3 and not do step number 4 and 5? I'll tell you that. Yeah, you will not get the same answer 5 day 3. You would definitely not get the same answer. No, it is close అని కాదు. It's like that is not valid. That is invalid. Cross multiplication is invalid in this case. I'll tell you why. Um, no, that's what I'm saying. 6a2. That is invalid actually. You cannot do cross multiplication. I'll tell you the reason. That's what, see, I'm telling you the one part. One thing is, when you have the direct proportionality, when you know that the quantities increase in accordance with the second or the third unit, whichever is being considered, having one of the three terms or three entities as constant can never be cross multiplied. So that's the case. I'll give it to you in some time now. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So I'm going to the concept one. Snehit, ఒక్కసారి, like very quickly, I'll just walk you through the concept. Like in this time and work, we have three entities: work, time, and efficiency. We should always have this thing in mind. Whenever you have more work, you will have more time. You need more time to complete the work. So if I have to remove the proportionality constant, I can just say W equals to K into T, where K is a proportionality constant that we are talking about. And this proportionality constant, when you consider it on one side of the equation, that will be equals to work done per time. So work done per time is nothing but it is called as the what do you call it as? You call it as efficiency. So when you call it as efficiency, it there comes the definition of efficiency. What is the definition? How much of work could be done per the given time? That is nothing but your efficiency. That is the efficiency. So keeping all these three things in mind, work, efficiency, and time, I am trying to derive one equation or one relation over here between the efficiency and time, wherein we get to know that when efficiency increases, the time taken reduces. Okay, when efficiency increases, the time taken reduces there. Yeah, I know it was really quick, but that is how what I could do because I spent a lot of time on this. Is that clear now? స్నేహిత్, కొంచెం అర్థమైంది. నెక్స్ట్ టైం టైం అండ్ వర్క్ వచ్చినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి మాట్లాడుకుందాం ఆ టాపిక్ గురించి. షార్ట్ కట్ 67. యాక్చువల్గా ఇదే ఒక షార్ట్ కట్ చెప్పాలి అంటే. I mean, it might look long because I'm writing all the stuff on the screen, but this is really a shortcut. What I do what I mean, if I were doing an exam and I got this question, what would I do is after I get this, I'll just write 7 per 2. I'll multiply this with 6 and 6. And when I get, I'll directly multiply with 7, not even 6. I'll say 49 units could be done in 14 days. So I just need 1 unit less. So 1 unit less, that is very close to 14 days. What is the closest to 14 days I can get? Only 13 3 by 4. So I'll mark the answer. So I'll not do the rest of the stuff. Like if I were you in the during the exam, that is how I do. So this is the shortest. I mean, this is a shortcut I remember, but maybe I can also get one more with the concept involved in that. I'll get to you. Okay. All right, Chari. Then let's go to the next question. A lot happened in this question, and I think I can. Can I write down this one here? Can I write down something we learned? You remember our day one ritual, what we said, if you learn something, we learned it on the screen. Good. Thanks for that. And then the next question on screen. Amit sells a bike to Ramesh at a profit of 20%. Ramesh sells it to Nitin at a profit of 25%. If Nitin pays 2,250 for it, the cost price of bike for Ramesh is what? Now, this is a small question on profit and uh, loss there. And if you observe it carefully, this is also under the problem solving. So ఇప్పుడు మనం కవర్ చేసిన టాపిక్ టైమ్ అండ్ వర్క్, నంబర్ సిరీస్, ప్రాఫిట్ అండ్ లాస్, దీస్ త్రీ. ఇంకా ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయో మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ దాంట్లో చూద్దాం. Okay, Amit sells a bike to Ramesh at a profit of 20%. I told you, right? You can always take it as 100. Selling it to Ramesh as 20%. Done. Ramesh sells it to Nitin at a profit of 25%. So 25% increment here. 120 increased by 25%. How much is that? 150. Now he says Nitin pays 2,250 for it. So Nitin did not pay 150, but Nitin paid 2,250. So what do you want? You want the cost price for Ramesh. So what do you want? You want to find out what is 100. Now the cross multiplication would work. Now the cross multiplication would work. Now you can ask, sir, even here they are directly proportional. So if the number is increasing, this is also increasing. But something should be constant. Like we need three terms there. So that's why we are not taking it. 145 కాదు Tarun. Increase by plus 25 కాదు. Increase by plus 25%. So 25% of this would be how much? 1 by 4 into 120. That is 30. 30 plus 120. అప్పుడు మనకి 150 నితిన్. Tarun. మొన్న even on Monday when we were doing this, no, not 2025 కాదు. No, not that way. You cannot consider 20 plus 25. Sorry. అది total గా different అది. You cannot do that. This is not a simple interest problem. This is like something that which is related to compound interest problem. It's like 25% is increment on the second. It's not the direct increment. It is on the first increment. అంటే 120 తర్వాత 25. All right. So how much is the answer? 740. Good. We already are having answers rolling down in the chat box. 583, 630. Very good. Others, what happened? Why aren't others participating in this? Whom do we have? Let me just call out the names. Do you want me to call out the names? Where is Vamshi Reddy? What is Vamshi doing? Because do we have Varun here? Ramsai? Where is your participation? Emmanuel, what happened? You were not participating today at all? Are you all okay? Your health is fine? All good? Don't tell me you're sleeping. Emmanuel? Vinod, thank you. Last step, ఒక్క నిమిషం. Just starting it, Sai. So we are considering the cost price to be 100. And then 20% increment, it went on to 120 selling price. This is SP1. Okay. And then again 25% increment to SP2. 25% increment on 120. So 25% of 120 is 30. So we add them both, we got the SP2. Now it says, the question says Nitin pays 2,250. That is SP2 is 2,250 for it. But with our assumption of 100, we said it was 150. It's like, so 150 is equals to 2,250. Then how much is 100 equals to? 100 is what? Our cost price, right? This is cost price, this is selling price too. So 100 into 2,250 by 150. This is 15. Is 1500. Sai, ఇక్కడ ఈ పార్ట్ అర్థమైందా ఎందుకు ఇలా తీసుకుంటాం అనేది? Sekmar, because you considered the initial cost price as 100, so you want to find out initial cost price 100, and the final selling price was given, but you found out the final selling price to be a different thing. Okay, I hope this is understood. I'm moving on to the next question quickly. Yes, no? Yeah, thank you. Why 100? 500, 770. Why 100? It's like, take 120. Okay, let's take 120. So 120 increased. Okay, you're saying here y 100 or here y 100? I'll write points 1 or 2. Where are you stating y 100? 770. 2. What do you have to find out? You have to find out cost price of the bike for Ramesh kada. So Ramesh bought it for 100. He sold it for 120. Cost price for Ramesh was 100. So we are finding out 100. Yo. Okay, the concept was not understood. Okay. Give me a minute, Arjun. What was the question? Does the question say Ramesh? Oh, Ramesh. Ramesh at 120. Sorry. I was thinking Ramesh was the first person. Just wait. Sorry for that. If that was the case, yes, you're true. We should take 120. So let me write down the names here. Amit, Ramesh, and then comes Nitin. Okay. Guys, consider, 100 was for Amit. Sorry. So let's say Amit bought the bike for 100 rupees. He sold it to Ramesh at a 20% profit. So 20% profit ante enta avutundi? It will become 120. Now Ramesh sold it to Nitin at a 25% profit. So 25% of 120 ante 120 plus 25% ante 1 by 4 of 120. So it is 30. 120 plus 30, 150. So Nitin bought it for 150. But according to the question, Nitin bought it for 2,250, not 150. And what do you have to find out? You have to find out the cost price of bike for Ramesh. Ramesh ki cost price enta 120. Okay. So then you have to find out what is 120. Right. You are right. 630. 602. 602. Yes. 602 and 770. You are right. Yes. We have to consider the cost price for Ramesh. Sorry. I was thinking this was Ramesh. So 120 enta kanukkoli మీరు. Then find it out. You can do it in two ways again. You can reduce this by some percentage. I can reduce this by some percentage. You can do that also. And find out what is the answer here. What is the answer? How much? 120 into 2250 by 150. 1800. We can just increase the percentage which Amit bought. Yeah, అంటే 1500 కి 20% increase చేయొచ్చు. There also you'll get 1800 only. But we don't have it in the options. The cost price of bike for Ramesh. Cost price of bike for Ramesh was 120. We are finding out 120. You don't have it in the option. Now let us read the question again. Amit sells a bike to Ramesh at a profit of 20%. Ramesh sells it to Nitin at a profit of 25%. If Nitin pays 2250, then the cost price of bike for Ramesh is what? It is 1800, obviously. But the question gave you the cost price of the bike for Amit. It did not give you the cost price of the bike for Ramesh. Arey Amit, what is this Amit? Okay, so that is it. Don't worry. Maybe the options are not written properly, but we have the answer is 1800. Let us check one thing. What if we say, and we can do one thing, we can just interchange Amit and Ramesh and then get the answer. Can we take R is 100, which is Ramesh is 100, Nitin is 125. Why will you take R is 100? Because you don't know from where did Amit sell that amount. Like if R was 100, if R was 100, how much will Amit be then? How much will Amit be? Because Amit sold it 20% more, right? So this becomes 120. We need to find out this one also then. No, 80, no. How will 80 be? 80 is like 80 is 20% is how much? It is 16. So you'll come down to 96. You'll not come to 100. You cannot consider something in between as 100. Initial point మాత్రమే 100 consider చేయొచ్చు ఎప్పుడైనా సరే. So you cannot consider this way. Forget about this. Okay. Here the answer is 1800. Absolutely. This is the right answer. But in the question, you don't have that. Like in the actual given question, it is not there. So I guess the question actually meant for you to find out the cost price for the bike for Amit. Can we subtract 25% for the whole from the final price? We might get the price at which Ramesh bought the bike. 25% from the whole. No, it is not again. Let me share a small insight for you all. When you increase a term by 20% and get to another term, you cannot decrease the another term by 20% get the first one. Like if you increase A by 20% and which is equals to B, you cannot say I reduce B by 20%, I'll get back to A. This is not true in any case. I'll give you a small example. I'll take the same numbers there because that will be easier for you. Increase 100 by 20%. What is the number?